In this video, we're going to be setting up and solving proportions. And they give us definitions of ratio, proportion, and cross product principle for proportion, and we'll use these in the examples to come. In one, we have a patient's pulse for 10 seconds is 12 beats. How many beats per minute is this? And the first thing we want to do is create a variable and explain what the variable is going to represent. In this case, we're going to have a variable of x, and it's going to represent the number of beats. And now they tell us that we have a patient's pulse for 10 seconds is 12 beats. So if we have 12 beats per 10 seconds, and we're going to set that equal to, and we want to know how many beats they're going to have in 1 minute or 60 seconds. And then x is going to represent the number of beats in our ratio. And if you notice, we have 12 beats in the numerator, and x represents number of beats, and then 10 seconds in the denominator, and we have 60 seconds in the numerator. And now we want to solve our proportion. So the first thing we're going to do is cross multiply. So we have 12 times 60 is equal to 10 times x. And now we'll divide both sides by 10. So we'll have x is equal to 12 times 60 divided by 10. And this is equal to 60 over 10 can simplify down to 6. And 6 times 12 is equal to 72. So we have x is equal to 72. So this tells us that the patient has a pulse of 72 beats per minute. So 12 beats in 10 seconds is 72 beats per minute. And 2, it says you invested your money so that the ratio of the amount in the bonds to the amount of stocks is 3:2. If you have 4,000 more invested in bonds than in stock, how much do you have invested in each? And we're going to say that x represents amount invested in stocks, and x plus 4,000 is amount invested in bonds, and now we want to set up a proportion. And they told us that bonds to the amount of stocks is 3:2. So if we have bonds in the numerator and stocks in the denominator, that 3/2 is our ratio, is equal to x plus 4,000 divided by x. X plus 4,000 represents the amount in bonds, and x represents the amount in stocks. And now we're going to cross multiply. So we get 3x is equal to 2 times x plus 4,000. And now we're going to distribute the 2 through the parentheses. So we get 2x plus 8,000. And now we're going to subtract 2x from both sides, and we get x is equal to 8,000. So we have $8,000 invested in stocks, and 8,000 plus 4,000 is 12,000 invested in bonds. In 3, we have if 3 pounds of coffee costs $21.60, how much would 5 pounds of the same coffee? So Here we're going to have X represent the cost of 5 pounds of coffee. And now we're going to have pounds in the numerator and cost in the denominator. So I can say that 3 pounds cost $21.60, and that's equal to 5 pounds divided by X, the amount that 5 pounds of coffee would cost. So now we're going to cross multiply, and we get 3X is equal to 5 times 2160. And 5 times 2160 is 108. So I have 3X is equal to 108. And X is equal to 108 divided by 3, which is 36. And this was in dollars. So we can say that 5 pounds of coffee cost $36. In 4, we have figure A, B, C, and D is similar to figure E, F, G, and H. And it wants us to find the lengths EH, AB, and BC. Assume all lengths are in inches. So we want to set up proportions with similar sides. So if we want to find AB, we're going to set up, and we're going to use EF in the numerator. So we have 6. And then we can choose another side that we have information about on both of our figures. And we know DC is equal to 27 and HG is equal to 12. So we have our proportions set up, and now we can cross multiply. So 12AB is equal to 27 times 6, and 27 times 6 is equal to 162. So we have 12AB is equal to 162. And now we're going to divide by 12, and we get 13.5. So AB is equal to 13.5 inches. When we want to find BC, I'm going to put that in the numerator, and then I'm going to find the same side on the other figure, FG, and that's equal to 8. And I can use DC again, which was 27, and HG, which was 12. So now, again, we're going to cross multiply. So we have 12 times BC is equal to 27 times 8, and 27 times 8 is equal to 216. So we have 12 BC is equal to 216, and 216 divided by 12 is equal to 18. So we have BC is equal to 18 inches. And for the last side that we want to find, EH, I'm going to put EH in the numerator of my first ratio, and then I'm going to set that equal to, and in the numerator of my second ratio, I'm going to have 22.5. And now EH, and I'm going to use HG, so this is 12. And then the similar side to HG, again, is DC, which is 27. So I'm going to cross multiply, and 27 EH is equal to 12 times 22.5. 12 times 22.5 is equal to 270. So I have 27 EH is equal to 270. And then we're going to divide both sides by 27, and we get EH is equal to 10. Now if we fill these in, we can put 10 here, and BC is 18. and AB is 13.5. And if we set them up in order of length, so we can say that AB is the shortest length, and that is less than the next shortest length, which is BC, which is less than AD, which is less than DC. Now, the same correlation should hold true on the second figure. Our shortest side should be where AB is, so the shortest side should be EF, and it is. So EF is less than. The next shortest side was BC, and we look at the similar side is FG, and it is the next shortest. So FG is less than. AD is this side, so 10, and that's our next shortest, EH. And the largest side on the smaller figure is HG, just as DC is the largest on that figure. And that's our video on setting up and solving proportions.